It is a great day to be different. It is a great day to be different. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to show you guys how to be different on the Crispy King YouTube page, man. Yes, sir. As you guys see, he got dreads. And we absolutely transformed this man. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get me cutting off his dreads. I thought I pressed record, but it happens sometimes, you know. Trying to record, sometimes you F up. Players F up too, man. Players F up too, but we snipped all those dreads off, hit them with the shampoo bowl, washed them, dried them, got them nice and clean. And then here goes the results after doing all that. Now we're gonna pick everything out, as you can see right here. We're gonna blow dry them, make sure everything's nice and dry. Make sure everything's pulled out to its full potential. He wanted to keep an afro. And then we're gonna start cleaning it up. Freehanding it, we want to make sure everything's nice and even. This is gonna make for a better picture, especially after I throw that curl sponge on him, and especially for new growth. Whenever and if ever he decides to grow this back out, it's gonna grow nice and even. He already had a taper fade, a high taper fade underneath the dreads that he had, so as you can see, the sides are already just a little bit of new growth, but it's still low. It's really low compared to the afro, so that's gonna allow me to skip some steps, and as you'll see later on, it's gonna fade right into it. Yes, sir. There go the curl sponge. I'm just gonna sponge the hell out of this. I'm gonna keep sponging until it gives you the thumbs up. You're good to go. All right, now we're gonna go straight into the high taper. I'm gonna curl it, brush it down. Comb it. Excuse me. I'm gonna comb it, brush it down, lay it down like before any other haircut. Hit them with the bald line. No guard all the way open. We're gonna go up about an inch. From there, we're gonna throw on that half guard. And it's just detail work from here. As you can see from the bottom right, that feather symbol represents exactly what we're gonna be doing today. So using nothing but your corners. After the half guard, we are gonna drop down to the no guard. As you can see right there, we're gonna take out that bald line, start off closed, work your way up middle, and the higher you go up, you wanna work your way up to the open. A little bit of freehand work, but as you guys can see, that fade is already damn near in there. It was so low on the sides that it didn't really require too much. The hardest part is just blending into that bulk from that disconnection, but using your corners, getting in there, notching out some of that bulk, notching out some of them dark spots, it's gonna feed in there really, really nicely. It's making it easier for a blend because I washed it, I prepped it, I cleaned it, I combed it, I brushed it down, and it's just falling off like butter. Most of the fade is already in there, but we're gonna detail. That's one thing about recording and seeing the camera as you're cutting. It's gonna show you everything. For those new barbers or those barbers that are trying to perfect, or not necessarily perfect, there's no such thing as a perfect haircut, but for those barbers that are trying to make for a better picture on the camera or on pictures or videos or whatever reason you would need to use a camera, I would suggest getting a monitor and keeping it very close to you. You can use the TV, you can use your phone, iPhone. For my case, I use my iPhone, or you can buy one from Amazon and just allow it to record while and using that monitor while you are cutting, and just taking a peek at it every now and then. You can see exactly what you need, exactly what spots you are missing. I'm telling you, it's gonna make a huge difference. Or if you have to, just take pictures but that's gonna take too long. Taking pictures every 10 to 15 minutes of your fade, that's gonna take too long in the middle of it. So I would suggest getting a monitor. It's been working for me. But here goes the back fade, and I'm gonna let you guys have it. I'll be back when it's time for the edge up. Here goes the edge up, guys. You start in the middle, where you're gonna walk it to one side. In this case, the right side. Tapping and going, making sure it's nice and crispy. Hit that vertical bar. You guys can see the disconnection in his edge up as well. Hit him with that pencil. That disconnection is because he did have those dreads. So that front edge up, he had a tapered edge up underneath those dreads. So that's why his edge up is so disconnected and light in the front. So we're gonna keep the edge up as full as possible, especially for whenever the new growth process. We wanna make sure it looks good. So we're gonna hit the other side of the vertical bar, throw some pencil on it for some contour. Then we're gonna smack some enhancements on it. We're gonna start off with the wet enhancements. As you can see right here, as I'm using the nozzle, as I'm using the gun, we are always moving and sweeping. We are not sitting still. We are not just hitting one spot. We are always moving the gun and tapping the trigger. Very important. You don't want to hit one spot because it becomes runny, it becomes cakey, and in some cases it becomes too dark in areas that you don't need it to. So then we're gonna smack some hairspray on it, go behind it with some fibers. This is gonna help me get rid of that shiny look and also give a much better feel between that disconnection, as we talked about earlier. As you can see, it darkens it and it feels and it eliminates the shininess to make it much more natural. Smack some hot sauce on them. This is gonna allow me to erase any overspray. Push that pencil over, give it that razor blade look, and make it pop. Same thing on the other side. Push that pencil over for the razor blade look without having to use a razor blade. Clean up that overspray of any fibers or any enhancements. Then we're gonna go back behind and clean up with the Q-tip. This cleanup process is very important too, cause sheesh, it makes that edge up pop. But this is what my man's look like. Unfortunately, we forgot, not forget, but we weren't able, I thought I did, we weren't able to record me chopping off the dreads. But this is what he came to look like. You guys remember, he came to be different. Sheesh. That boy light skin, look, he's squinting his eyes and everything. He ain't used to do that with them dreads. He ain't used to squint his eyes with the dreads. But that boy is different, man. Shout out to my boy Cam. They're gonna be going to the Air Force soon. That's what the big chop was for. But appreciate you guys for staying tuned. Like, share, subscribe. Whatever you gotta do to keep me on your timeline, man. We out of here. Peace.